Hi. Hi everyone. Good to have you here. I'm wondering what we are going to do today because I really wanted to work on the comic book, on the manga, but I'm not sure if I want to. I think we are going to start during summer. Why not? Mm, I've been actually trying to figure out some illustrations too, but whatever. I'm trying to operate on a bit different art style, adding some more pizzazz to what I'm drawing. We'll see where's that going to take me. Doubt it's going to do any good to me. But we'll see. The new style is more painterly, so that's that. Hi Muto, good to have you here. How are you? Brain has going. But yeah, the entire thing is like mm, it's a bit different. Not sure. Yeah, it's more or less like that. So the outline is like barely any. Everything is very simple. You know, in some cut shapes, all the shadows are also taken to very minimum, so that's that. I'm not sure if I want to keep at it with the style, but definitely I would want to like try to incorporate some stuff into the style itself, considering like more painterly feel to the character. And about the characters, today we are going to probably draw Summer as last character from Team Cabaret. Of course, at 20, mm, so yeah, hi user, glad to have you here. How are you? Hope is going? I think this is the first incident, so hope you find a coffee corner here. How are you? Lurking, I'm on Shadowrun DM duty. I see, I see. Um, well, I'll be real. Yeah, I have no idea. I feel like I want to make stuff a bit. Um, I'm speaking now based on this, right? The most recent character design we've had, which is Winter. Um, I'm thinking like the hairstyle is really cool. I really like this. And I think keeping all together the more realistic parts and trying to incorporate also some less realistic parts, some easier to make, faster to make parts would be really cool. Also, I've noticed that there are elements that, for example, Tuna doesn't really do, which is something that more or less works similarly in this style. So basically, like, you know, making very specific cut on line art, right? So the line art itself is just lines making a border around the character, while also the interior is going to be shaded in the way that it wouldn't really require any line art. This is more or less what I've tried to work in here on Winter's dress, and more or less this actually came out really cool. connected with the more anime like hairs, which are like a bit easier. I think this is going to be really good connection. And eyes, I think that um, eyes are difficult enough for the majority of the design in the way that so quite often I'm left with very small space for the eyes, and it's very difficult to make very detailed eyes. So I'm thinking that actually I might skip on making a lot of details on the eyes and try to make them um, with just barely details, to just give them some details just because we are already detailing the entire the entire thing. And I think that's the main premise of today's artwork, of today's play with the character. And I'm hitting record time lapse. What it's going to do, it's generally going to make the um, thing, the entire file take a bit more. But yeah, we are just going to record time lapse. From what I know, it's not really um, as difficult anymore. It's not really as heavy on your PC anymore, from what I've seen, because a lot of people are talking about the performance issues, and folks were mentioning that they've actually improved performance with updates. So if you have Clip Studio Paint 1.0, for example, if you have the freshest version, right, of 1.0 that you can, because fun fact, the software is not updating on your own sometimes. I've had to make manual update on my version 1.0 when I've had it, and it was actually working better. And I've heard in version 2.0 and 3.0 they were still trying to improve on it. So as I'm now on version 3.0 EX, I'm hoping that actually it's not going to have any impact on anything, because last time I've been trying to use that, it was hell. In worst case scenario, we are going to make those time lapses, in parts, because I can of course stop the time lapse, and after stopping the time lapse, I can just simply save it and start recording another one, refreshing the memory of the time lapse, because it's all being saved within the file, which is going to affect your PC and generally the performance of the software itself, because it's also going to use more RAM. So just heads up, if someone would want to get into time lapses with Clip Studio Paint, just some heads up. It would just tiring you. Well, I, to be fair, I wanted to make manga, but I'm not really in the mood to make manga. I might work on it in silence later on. So yeah, I'm not really sure how I want to pursue this character. So for example, for sure I want to make this character. So Winter was a bit top heavy, right? She had some bust on her. I'm thinking about making Summer more top heavy. Sorry, bottom heavy. Because they are going to be like, you know, like day and night, right? They're going to be a mirrored image of each other. So Summer's cat was on the right thigh. Winter's cat on the in the dress was on the right side. Summer's cat on the dress is going to be on the left side too. So that's that. And generally, as Summer, as Winter's bow and additions were red, right? Sorry, were blue. The additions on Summer's dress are going to be red. She's also going to be a demon, right? So since it's like cabaret, we want to make give them faces that are, give the girls faces that are going to be like those, mm, sexy anime faces. I don't know, for women. I don't know how to explain that. They have very specific, like they're quite elongated. Actually, it's a thing I've noticed. All of those, sexy characters have elongated head shapes, pointy chins, right? Mm, but there is more of a psychology behind it. Basically, they just look adult, so to say, because in manga and anime, if you are drawing rounded heads, it's giving more childlike appearances to your character. So if you would ever want to, for example, draw a younger character, you can round the face a little. If you want to draw, are you tired, Davis? You can say that. You can say that. I'm just a bit mentally exhausted after some stuff. But yeah, I'm in my comfy spot now, streaming for all of you. I'm sorry to hear that. It's okay. Kinda something that I kinda already got used to. I can't wait for Kazan. Uh, that game is going to be really cool. We are going to play it. I'm also thinking about trying to stream playing Dungeon Fighter Online, but not sure. What I had on mind was kind of opening a second channel because this channel already became like, art focused. And I've noticed that a lot of people coming in here and they're expecting only art. And we've actually lost subscribers after the Pal World stream. So I don't really want to be, the person to disappoint. And I was kind of thinking about starting a second channel where I would, for example, do my playthroughs, make streams and then, for example, use them to make, like long plays and stuff. So, of course, as it's going to be streamed and recorded and stuff, it's later on going to be also cut with some heavy editing and, set off. Not sure if I would want to go for like being a completionist though. I'm not really good at those. And, generally I suck at making, going for achievements. That'd be good. You can get more subscribers that way. True. True. Because like I've noticed that on YouTube now it's very difficult to work things out with stuff like being a the guy that does several things, like, jack of all trades. Like I can't be an I can't be a Vtuber that does art and play games on his streams because that's generally not how content creation works anymore. You have to like, focus your channel on one specific thing and, just some gameplays. Sometimes gameplays are going to get more viewers and sometimes very specific thing that you draw are going to get more viewers. So that's the thing. And it's like, I don't know, very bizarre because it would be more comfortable to not really having to split my channel into twain just to also stream or record gameplays. But on the other hand, that it is what it is. You know, you can't really expect much. I wonder how I want to make the horns. Mm, it's not that it's like that, yeah. Because again, like, there's a lot of people that would want to, push in a bit more. I'm thinking like this. Hi, Total Gaming. Glad to have you here. How are you? When how's going? I think this is the first time around, so hope you find a coffee corner here. How are you? The book takes way longer than I suspected. But it is how it works when you are giving a bit more from yourself, even if you're using, automatic generation tools. But I'm changing a lot of stuff. It's like, just I'm directing everything in the way that I need it to be directed. So it's kind of like using a ghostwriter, which is quite popular in bookmaking. So that's not anything bad. I just don't pay anyone to do that for me. I'm using a tool that, I'm not really proud of. But it is what it is, unfortunately. And like by the end of the day, it's still going to be probably a lot of editing the last version of the sketch, but it's a sketch after all. You can't really expect it to, contain a lot of stuff anyway. But today I've finished almost everything. Now I'm at the stage where I have to start pushing in the full versions of the first chapters of the pages of the full first chapter. So it's like now I'm going to go page by page by the descriptions I've got, and I'm going to ask the automatic generation tool to expand on very specific thing. I have to read each page separately, change stuff that I don't like, throw it in. So like I'm still very close to finishing, but the progress between steps is taking longer, unfortunately. I'm thinking like eyes like this are going to be cool. Like sexy eyes, you know? I don't know, it kind of looks like she's pissed or giving you a stink eye. But man, tomorrow I will try to push further the bookmaking. I've got everything on my Google Docs, so I might as well just sit uh, when I'm going to get ready to bed. I can also just turn on something. Um, how to say this? I can turn on something in the background on my phone, listen to stuff, and write on my iPad. You got this. After all, everything I need is, kind of already like a lot of stuff that I generally just need to push in for my, as if I would have to write everything on my own anyway. So I can just sit down and do a lot of steps on my own with, for every, already start working on another chapter, right? Start expanding on it and stuff that I'm already doing. And basically later on I'll be able to just, speed up the progress with other, with tools again when I get up in the morning. So another thing I've noticed for Reno Tuna is that he does similar thing to what generally happens when you're, for the noses, for example. Generally the same thing that you're using for making the realistic noses. So that's the point that interests us. And since, that's a sketch, I can keep that like this because later on I'll be able to determine if I want the shadow to be like that or be like that or be like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like this is the realistic no structure anyway, so that's that. And you can. I just use a V. Yeah, V is cool. V shape is very simple too, and really good to use. Um, I'm I have very specific style also for realism. Um, so yeah, I don't know. She kind of looks like a man. She kind of looks like a he. We want to soften the chin. It's too sharp. There you go. Now that's a woman. So guys are going to have very sharp jaws, right? If someone struggles with making characters look feminine, it's mostly, especially in the anfas, which is this more or less, give or take. So basically, to make the character look a bit more feminine, you just want to round out the chin area like this. And it's going to give more feminine appeal because the character itself is just yeah, a dirty look. There you go. So yeah, the chin is even if the chin is elongated like this one, it needs to be rounded. And even if the female character of yours is very thin, it still needs a rounded chin because if the character is slim fit, right, the cheeks happen to be slimmer, sunken, whatever. Still, females are going to have rounded chins because it's not because of the fat nor muscle tissue. It's actually because of the bone structure that women actually have. That's why, for example, that's one of the ways how forensics are capable to determine the person's gender by the skull. Actually, you can determine a lot of things by just skull. Um, Generally, skull, teeth, like just that area can give you everything. You don't need the rest of the skeleton really. Like skull can tell you exactly who the person was if you have everything intact. It's kind of scary to be fair because if there would ever be a headless body found, you generally just, you know, find yourself kinda, questioning what the heck is going on. Of course, there are like other things that you can nowadays do, like check the, you know, bone for DNA and stuff. You sound so sad. Yeah, kinda. Don't worry about it. I'm just happy to be here with y'all. I've been trying to watch more Bonen no Zamdo. I'm sending you a hug. Thanks, Muto. Really appreciate that. I really needed it. So yeah, I'm I kind of found myself trying to watch Bonen no Zamdo, but I can't really get through some episodes. It's not like it's difficult to get through the episodes. It's because I'm lagging for some reason. The website I'm watching anime on is lagging for some reason. I've even had troubles to connect with the host at certain point, but it came back. It's lagging. Maybe they are doing some changes in the providers and stuff. It's very difficult to pursue a lot of things with it, really. I feel like the head needs to be shorter. There we go. She looked unnatural without this. So actually, one of the things that I'm kind of trying to work my way through is that I'm kind of trying to pursue some more stuff. Um, I'm waiting for a response from the person that got a model from me on Discord. Haven't seen her in a while. I'm really hoping that everything is okay. I don't want her to struggle. So yeah. So yeah. Hopefully soon she answers. Yeah. I'm just waiting, kinda. So one of the things I was kind of trying to get through um is like for example, I finished the I got you like the dolls, by the way. Yeah, they're really cute. By the way, the dolls. By the way, the dolls. Let me get the first one in here. Add images, dolly. It really reminds me of the times when I was placing in the um those Easter eggs that I've had going on there. Ah, once again. Uh, 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 where was it? Here. Okay, 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 okay. There we go. It's going to sit on my shoulder here. A small dolly. Or I'm going to there. There we go. Ah, I don't want it to be in the way of the face, but there we go. It's going to sit on my shoulder. It's so cute. I really love it. Jump scare, yeah. Imagine dolly jump scare. And just trying to work my way through some stuff. To be fair, I don't know why, but it's 27 minutes already. Wait. Try add abs, but it looks weird. I try add abs, but it looks weird. Nah, it's okay. Those shouldn't have abs or anything like that. So she's going to have a smaller bust, but she's going to be bottom heavy. It was fun to draw and fast. Yeah. Those are not really that difficult to draw. They're really fast to draw, but some of them can actually teach you a lot. Of course, depends what kind of doll you are drawing, but they can teach you a lot. That's one of the things that you work with. Okay, that should go like that. That should go like that. She's thick. Yeah, this is the reason why I'm drawing her so thick is because Winter is busty and they are kind of like opposites, right? So since Winter is busty, Summer is going to be bottom heavy. I need to kind of calculate where things should be. There, like that. So this should be thick, yes. Thick dummy mommy. She is. There. Love it. I knew it. I also really wanted to, have a bit thicker character. I might add, because we have an elf made, I'm thinking I'm going to add, like a bit fluffy character too. Here is fake and came to see, yeah. He smelled it in the air. Also, the heck happened to Shrek? I have no idea. So here's what people say. It's generally about the character design, and I have to agree. Like the character design of the new, Shrek and stuff is so weird. So Fiona looks like she had a plastic surgery. It looks bad, yeah, exactly. Fiona looks like she had a plastic surgery. Donkey. Also, my players are cooking the overly complicated battle plan while they could just walk through the enemy because they are not looking for them. Bruh, imagine. I've had once a session that uh, basically the DM was telling you if the enemies were looking for you or not. And basically, if he didn't, there were two options: either it's an ambush or um, they were just not looking for you, right? So whenever you were not sure and you were asking, right? If you are not sure if the enemies are enemies or just they don't care about you, you had to throw a dice. So the outcome of the dice was what was going on, and basically, the DM said once that the enemies are not looking for us, but one of the players that we had on our team decided to ask if they are looking for us, and just cool and good to be cautious, right? Wrong. They are not looking for us because DM said so, but we still had to throw the dice, and that started a very long and difficult battle that left us with 1 out of 5 team members. And that was brutal, but clever and, well, kind of a way to say, hey, listen to your DM. Bri, imagine. I don't like this kind of feat structure because why did they make Shrek shiny? Because he's supposed to be slippery. He's supposed to be slimy, slippery. So the entire thing was that he's supposed to be more like slime, right? He's supposed to be disgusting. But it's not only that. It's not only the appearance, also the personality of the character is way different. It's way bad, way more awful. Like I really can't believe that they just threw everything out of the window. They've had a very appealing character anyway, but they said, oh, but this is for the kids. But Shrek originally was for the kids. Why they couldn't translate it further? Like, okay, they could make Shrek use different words because, for example, the you know kids are using now different slang and they are using different words, and back in the days it was also different. But they could retain the original personality of the character and nobody would care because about the changes because exactly everything would be anyway as it is, right? But they've changed so many things for worse. I can't believe it. Really, I can't believe it. Like, they've made Donkey look like a plushie. Okay, maybe that's like problem of animators because they were trying to animate a fur, and just on trailer maybe on trailer we've seen, I don't know, wetted down donkey, right? I don't know. I don't want to. I want to see something good in this because I want to believe that they are finally going for something good in the animation way, but it's very difficult. It's very difficult. Also, the way how there's Shrek's daughter, I think. That's a nice touch because we haven't really seen Shrek's daughter to grow up and we see her actually growing up. But I don't know. This is the thing. Like they've kept more or less the basic idea of what the character design is supposed to be. They've made her an ogre, and that's it. She has her own personality, so I don't really care about her because that's totally different. That's totally new character introduced into the entire thing that has its own personality that we get to know. I can like it or not, but it's it's not something I can complain that they've changed for worse because that's totally new. That's okay. But yeah, like all rest of the characters, I just don't understand the change. I really just don't understand the change for the Shrek characters. It's so weird. I hate when they do that because literally it's like they are throwing out someone's hard work because it literally is that. They're throwing out someone's hard work out of the window and they don't care about the sheer sake that someone worked hard and made research and tried to do everything to make the character appealing for the younger audience and etc. We just yeah, now we are modernizing that shit and rejected everything else. Like this is why making like continuous thing that is good is difficult. It's already started to happen in Shrek 4. Like a lot of stuff were bad, but they are still trying to hold on to the personality, and I think to the personality of the characters, and I think that's exactly what made the characters. That's why still they've managed to make the movie watchable because it had our favorite characters in it. The Shrek 5, I don't know if it's going. It might be a flop. It they might actually do exactly the same thing that they've done with Sonic. You know what I'm saying? Like in Sonic, the issue was that they've messed everything up. The Sonic looked horrendous in the trailers. What they've done, they've listened to the people, right? And like, yeah, now we are not moving on further with this model. Redo the entire Sonic. And they've redone the entire Sonic. They've made Sonic as Sonic's supposed to look like, the one that we know from the movies right now. And the movies are cool. I have to say, I have to admit. Let's hope, yeah. Let's hope that they are going to do the same thing. Because I, I really can't believe that this is exactly what they want to. I just don't believe that this would be what they want to go with, really. But yeah, I don't have music in the background again. Terribly sorry. We're almost halfway through the stream and we don't have music in the background. Let me go to the dashboard again because that was the only thing that managed to play songs apparently. Was it playlists? No. Creators? Yes. There we go. Some good old songs. Ooh, the plushie make me happy. Good to hear that. Yeah, too bad I can't really how to say this? It's too bad I can't really get much of the of the manga. I don't know, we will see. Maybe I'm going to make a stream with the thing. No worries. Just trying to give them similar outfits generally. I think she's going to have like a small ribbon here instead of anything. Probably I'm going to give her like a second tie here, something like that. Like she wraps it around herself and tied in a ribbon on the side. Also, I have to say, the entire situation of gaming right now is so funny and kind of pathetic. They've all dug their own graves and pursued further works with very specific setups. The people that they've targeted the games for started to get fed up because it's hard to hear you. Oh. Is that better? Yes, good. And she's also going to have bare feet. Of course, I'm going to give them after a certain period of time. Like, of course, they are going. When I'm going to finally, draw illustrations with them. Of course, they are going to have shoes on. Probably. I'm rather thinking about. Sarah is looking nice. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. There, and there. Hands, yeah, hands are one of the more difficult aspects to draw, so if you ever experience any troubles, here no, don't worry. Hi Skylar, glad to have you here. How are you? Hope it is going. I hope you're doing fine today. How are we? How are we? Is that your doll? I'll take one. The hand is too big. And we are drawing another character. Happy? Yeah, the doll was made by Muto. Okay. Winter has long hairs. I think giving her short hairs would be good. Or should I go also for long hairs on that one? Would give her kinda like a Cleopatra vibe. Was thinking ponytail. There. Done. Sketch of summer done. What we'll have to do is going to be no coloring. But soon I'll have to give my doggo meds, and I think I'm not in the state of mind to keep streaming. So I think we are going to I'm not kinda Okay, yeah. So let's make the head smaller because it doesn't fit the body. There. Completed her. I have to say, I really like that design. She looks like actually, you know, the fake dummy mommy. Mm, she does, yeah. Okay, folks, we've finished the um, we finished the sketch, and I think I'm going to wrap up before I have to go give my doggo his meds because it's 4 minutes. And yeah, thanks Zega for being this chat on Twitch. Thanks Muto user, Total Gaming, and Skylar for being active in the chat on YouTube. As always, folks, stay creative, and I hope to see you all in the next stream. Take care.